Have you ever read a romance where the entire conflict could have been solved if the hero and heroine simply would have had a 5-minute conversation? I have, and those stories can be frustrating to read. But the good news is that some of the most compelling sweet romance books don't rely on miscommunication at all. Instead, they place two wonderful characters on opposite sides of a problem that neither one of them created. So, in today's video, I want to share 10 meaningful sources of conflict that create emotional tension while allowing your hero and your heroine to remain kind and honest and likable for your readers. And to make these conflict ideas practical, I'll use examples from my own clean romantic suspense story world featuring Jack and Emily from the seaside town of Angels Cove. So let's get started. Conflict number 1: different dreams for the future. The strongest conflicts often begin because two good people want different things. Neither person is wrong, they just want something different, and their dreams maybe just don't fit together. Perhaps one wants to travel while the other one wants to stay close to home. Maybe one loves small town life while the other one has built a successful career in the city. Because both dreams matter to each of your characters, readers empathize with both of your characters. In my story example from Jack and Emily, Jack has inherited his grandfather's property and has decided to stay in Angels Cove to build Hawkwood Private Justice. Emily never expected to settle in the Keys. Her plan has always been to create a safe future for her daughter Sarah, wherever life leads. Neither dream is selfish, but neither dream naturally fits in with the other person's. So this is something that will need to be resolved as I write my story. If you like these story tips and you'd like to learn to build your entire sweet romance from idea to outline, I've created a free printable workbook that you can download at the link below this video. Now let's move on to the next conflict in number 2, which is emotional wounds from the past. This is one of my favorite sources of conflict because it creates emotional depth in both your hero and your heroine. Often your hero and heroine desperately want love, but their past experiences, like wounds and hurts, convince them that love is dangerous. From Jack and Emily's story example, Jack still carries guilt about losing people that he cared about. Deep inside, he really believes that everyone I love eventually gets hurt. Emily carries a different wound. After being abandoned by her father when she was a little girl, and then with the recent death of her husband, she quietly believes the people I love always abandon me. So here we can notice something important. Neither character is misunderstanding the other. They're simply protecting their wounded hearts. And that's something important to realize as you create your own characters. Conflict number 3: family responsibilities. Family can create wonderful external conflict in your romance. Perhaps someone must care for aging parents, or raise younger siblings, or protect children, or save the family farm, or keep the family business going. These types of responsibilities naturally compete with romance between your characters. In Jack and Emily's story example, Emily's highest priority is to protect Sarah, which means that every decision that Emily makes begins with one question: is this safe for my daughter? Jack understands that, but it means that Emily can't simply leap into a new relationship, even if her heart really wants to. Conflict number 4: a dangerous situation. External danger naturally slows down a romance. The couple may trust each other completely, yet circumstances make being together a little bit risky. In Jack and Emily's story example, Jack is investigating the suspicious circumstances around his father's death. As new clues surface, Emily and Sarah may also become targets. Jack doesn't push Emily away because he doesn't care. He pushes her away because he cares too much. And that creates emotional tension without making Jack unlikable. Conflict number 5, competing loyalties. Sometimes love forces characters to choose between equally important commitments. Those choices create very believable conflict between your hero and your heroine. In Jack and Emily's story example, Jack feels responsible for uncovering the truth about his great grandfather's legacy. Emily wants justice too, but her first loyalty will always be for Sarah. When danger increases, their priorities don't perfectly align with each other, and neither person is wrong. They're simply carrying different responsibilities. Conflict number 6, fear of becoming vulnerable. Many beginning writers think that conflict has to come from arguments, and that's exactly what I thought when I first started writing. But then I started to read more books, and I realized that wasn't always the case. Sometimes it can come from silence instead, not because characters refuse to communicate, but because speaking honestly feels a little bit terrifying. In Jack and Emily's story example, Jack slowly begins to fall in love with Emily. Emily starts to trust him. But the truth is, admitting those feelings means risking another broken heart. The conflict isn't, I don't understand you. The conflict is, I'm afraid to need you. And that's far more emotionally satisfying for readers. Conflict number 7, community expectations. Small towns are really wonderful places for romance because everybody has an opinion. Perhaps the community remembers old mistakes. Maybe people expect the hero to stay single. Perhaps everyone believes the heroine doesn't belong. In Jack and Emily's story example, Jack has spent years keeping people at a distance. Many residents assume that he'll never settle down. Emily is a newcomer to Angel's Cove. As gossip spreads and old family secrets resurface in the small town, outside pressure quietly increases, and the town itself becomes part of the conflict in their relationship. Conflict number 8, a hidden family secret. Secrets don't have to create conflict because someone lies. Sometimes the truth simply hasn't been discovered yet, and conflict can come from uncovering that truth. In Jack and Emily's story example, as Jack investigates his family's past, long buried secrets about the Hawkwood family begin to surface, and those discoveries affect inheritance and friendships and community history and Emily's own connection to the story. So those secrets that begin to come to the surface aren't manufactured drama. It's part of the mystery that they are uncovering together. Conflict number 9, learning to trust again. Trust between characters isn't built overnight, especially after heartbreak. And readers love watching trust develop one small choice at a time between your hero and your heroine. In Jack and Emily's story example, Jack consistently shows up. He fixes problems. He keeps his promises. He protects Sarah. And Emily notices all these things. Very slowly, she begins to believe that perhaps this man is different. And that gradual journey creates wonderful romantic tension. Conflict number 10. Love requires sacrifice. The very best romances ask both characters to give something up. Love changes people. It asks them to become braver than they've ever been before. In Jack and Emily's story example, Jack must stop believing that isolating himself protects everyone. Emily must risk opening her heart again despite everything that she's lost. Neither sacrifice is easy. And when they finally choose love over fear, that's when their happily ever after feels earned. And readers love that. They love a happy ending like that. So let's just quickly recap the 10 conflicts that we talked about. Number 1, different dreams for the future. Number 2, emotional wounds from the past. Number 3, family responsibilities. Number 4, dangerous circumstances. Number 5, competing loyalties. Number 6, fear of vulnerability. Number 7, community expectations. Number 8, hidden family secrets. Number 9, learning to trust again. And number 10, love requires sacrifice. As we are reminded of those 10 conflicts between the hero and the heroine, we can notice something, that none of these conflicts depend on your hero and heroine refusing to have a simple conversation. Instead, the conflicts are rooted in character, circumstance, and emotional growth. And that's really what creates believable, heartfelt, sweet romance. So here's a writing exercise for you. Before you start writing your next romance, ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1, what keeps these 2 people apart? Number 2, what keeps pulling them back together? And number 3, what emotional fear must each person overcome before they can truly choose love? If you can answer those questions, you'll naturally create stronger romantic tension without relying on frustrating misunderstandings. And if you would like help to build your entire sweet romance from idea to outline, I've created a free printable workbook that you can download at the link below this video. If you're ready to learn how to create a powerful hero and heroine that readers love, watch this video next. I'll see you there.